You're not showering?
No. I'm good.
This is not France, Farley. Maybe you don't mind smelling like a nutsack all day, but I gotta be in the car with you.
Tom Cruise using witchcraft only to get the fire off me!
Well, I was out there grabbing balls. I think I grabbed some of your guys' balls.
Damn. That was you on my nuts?
Yeah.
Got the softest hands in the world.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Dirty Old Bastards 16th episode of What the Fuck Podcast. Who would have known that the FCC would not have shut us down by now, but we have made it to 16. I'm one of your hosts, Josh A3 USMC. With me as always is Adrian TwoSteelBalls. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, Josh? Doing good.
Doing well. How was your Valentine's Day?
A little dry.
Well, with wives, again, sometimes it can happen. So, we have a very special, again, Valentine's Day podcast to guarantee to moisten all of you listeners out there. Even a Texas field mouse's pecker would do that. Thank you, Adrian, for that. Speaking of, I don't know if he's going to hear us or not, but we have our clan founder, TheInimical, joining us from a very long break from podcasting. Are you there, Ryan?
Crickets.
Well, as always, Ryan decides to join us and then take a nice break. Apparently, there's some happenings going on with the Call of Duty section that he needed to attend to, but he will be back with us shortly.
AKA lube shortage.
Lube shortage, correct. I don't know. I think that's purchasable on PSN. I'm not sure. But to make this episode a little more unique, we've invited some of our dog clan to join us in an interview and to partake in the general camaraderie. But first, how about we go ahead and hit some DOB news? You want to hit that, Adrian?
Absolutely. Well, we've got some congratulations are in order for you bastards making the team. And for some of you getting promoted, we've got, what is that here?
I think it's a noob got me.
A noob got me.
Yep. Spelled
Uggy. Digital Hazard. For joining the dark side, BF3. Welcome, Digital Hazard. By the way, Josh, Digital Hazard, Le Bus Driver shall be joining us on episode 17, so looking forward to that. If Le Bus Driver can wake up this time and join us.
Exactly, yeah. He's still dead to me, as I told him on DOB. He'll have to prove himself worthy once more.
Mm-hmm. Then we got Goofy Boot, 420. Great new guy, fun to play with. In BF3, that is.
All guys are fun to play with.
Sniper Mechanic and Communist. All right. And also Communist has joined, now that he is a full member, has joined the media team as graphic designer. So get your signatures from the Communist.
Yes. Good talented guy. He has made majority of all of ours. Send your requests, overload him, make him regret accepting that position.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, all you new recruits, keep the hard work going, and don't forget to fluff your NCOs.
Indeed. We do appreciate it. But, again, we were supposed to cover this, but I am going to cover it anyways. Today, at 1:30, so obviously in the past, we were supposed to do Bastard-style Harlem Shake. Now, this was my baby. I coddled it, fed it, caressed it, made sure it was nice and happy.
And dropped it off at a Burger King.
Dropped it off at a Burger King and just left it there, apparently, because only 13 out of 316 people even responded to it. So, DOB, how disappointed I am in all of you. What that means is nothing, actually. Just know the disappointment's there. Your father is upset with you. All right? So.
My God, am I the stepmother then?
You're like. We'll discuss that off air, buddy.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, we'll discuss that off air. You want to take the next part?
The strange cousin. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So now let's get to know our allied clan, Dogs of War Gaming. Founded in July of 2010, DOG is a community of mature gamers supporting primarily squad and objective games based for Xbox, PS3, and PC. Full members of DOGs are 18 years of age or older, but their maturity may be much less, just like ours. DOG also features a underage division between 15 to 17 called the Underdogs, with a separate forum area. So hopefully they're not going to be listening to this podcast. It's just going to get nasty.
Yeah, well, maybe put some hair on their balls or something like that. You know, we'll scare them into maturity.
So when they get the hair, that's when they learn to shave it, right? Because we had that episode before.
We did. That was like a couple podcasts ago. But you know,
so resourceful.
Always refresh.
But if you've got hot dog fingers, I don't know how you can handle anything.
It's amazing. You learn. You learn to get by.
All right. Well, and DOWG welcomes gamers of all skill levels, providing both a casual and competitive gaming experience to its members. DOWG of War Gaming, formed in May of 2010, is well established and organized with over 1,500 forum members with over 500 active members. Very, very impressive. Mm-hmm. So, now they play Josh. Well, they play Josh, and they also play Call of Duty, Battlefield, Gears of War, both
Gear of War.
Yeah, the one Gear of War.
Just
and
the low gear.
Halo. You can hear all the giggling, by the way. I'm getting to their introduction in a second here. Including Dusk 514, and Medal of Honor. They also play Diablo, League of Legends, and Minecraft, which I had to educate myself what Minecraft was, and my goodness. There's even the Bastards of Minecraft that you guys are trying to stimulate some of our members to play and so forth, but check that out on YouTube. Very cool. But anyways, you can hear the giggling. Let's get right into the introductions here. So, starting with Seabeerock.
How's it going?
Well, doing good. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Seabeerock, and now it's not Nutty, it's Naughty. NuttyLamb.
It's Nutty.
Hi, NuttyLamb.
Hey.
And for Ryan that doesn't know, that is actually a woman's voice.
Yeah, I'm not a
YouTube.
13-year-old boy.
This is our youngest 8-year-old member.
She's probably the best recruiting tool we have, because when people hear that voice, it's just like, Nutty, who's Nutty? And you should see her YouTube videos.
Yeah.
She reminds me of like those programs of like how to catch a predator. You know?
So I guess I should stop filling out the application that I'm signing up right now. All right. Well, anyways, and then we've got the other person, the clan founder of DOWG, Hot Dog Fingers. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Very good tonight. Very good.
He's got a radio voice, Josh. I like it.
Is it Hot Dog, or do we call you Hot Dog or Mr. Fingers?
I've been called Hot Dog, Mr. Fingers, or HD. So
I like Mr. Fingers. That's become a new favorite of mine now.
Mr. Fingers.
Mr. Fingers. That's a good nickname, actually. That's a really.
I gotta ask you a question. How did you come up with that name?
Well, I was watching an episode of The American Office, and they were all putting in fake illnesses on their insurance form, and one of them was Hot Dog Fingers.
Nice.
I wanted to be sure, because I was like, that sounds like something I heard from The Office, so hell of a name, dude.
Well, speaking of the individual who actually put that on the application, TheInimical has joined us.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome to the party.
Welcome, Eyebrow.
You got to do what you got to do to get your insurance claims in. What can I say?
He sounds so much like the Canadian face. Sleazy sleaze. It's crazy.
I haven't heard it.
Well, I haven't said a boot yet. Wait, damn it. There we go.
So, Hot Dog Fingers, I've got a question that's not on the list here. So you started in May of 2010. What's the road of clandom been like?
It's been interesting. I started out really just by myself. I'm an old guy. I don't have a lot of friends on the old PSN. So when I was playing MAG and realized that in order to really make the most out of my gaming experience, you got to play as a team, right? So joined a clan. Wasn't really thrilled with the kids that were running it, and just said, "Hey, I can do this. I can do better." So I made my own, and it's been interesting. Just literally starting out with a member of one. Now, we've got over 2,000 people that have signed up to the forums. It's pretty amazing in only almost 3 years.
Very impressive. Now
he started. He started with a 14-year-old and a rock star. I'd like to point that out, too.
This is true.
Like Captain Japan.
I must say, so two of our most prodigious members, one was a 14-year-old who lied and said he was 16 when he joined, but I think he still can't officially be a full member because he isn't quite 18 yet. But then one of our earliest members was a former Foo Fighter by the name of Franz Stahl, and he's still in our group.
No way.
Cool.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
We have our own resident rocker.
And I should also point out that because of him, there is a Dogs of War sticker on the Berlin Wall. So
that is right.
The remnants of it. But yeah.
Sorry, we have our own. Okay, well maybe he's not a rocker, but at least he's a hippie. He's halfway there. Smooth.
Wow, you just moved him up on a pedestal, didn't you?
Hey, it was my only ammunition.
Now, Ryan, I'm sorry, Josh.
No, go ahead. No, I was going to say, that's really cool. Knowing the, celebrities are, I get that they're not, you don't put them on a pedestal. I've met a few myself, but to know that they join communities such as these. And is he an active member? I mean, is he on all the time? Or obviously with that schedule or whatever, is he occasionally on, occasionally off? Or like how often?
Go ahead, CB.
Okay, I was going to say, it's kind of funny because when I first started playing, I didn't even know who he was. And I was like, it was Bad Company 2, and he was the only person who could fly the chopper, and that was what he was good at because, no offense to him, but he wasn't very good at getting kills. And he knew that. But he looked towards, like, us sort of normal people to gain skills and stuff, and he still does. So he's always kind of posting for advice, and it's kind of cool because you don't he's this celebrity, but then at the same time you feel like he's just part of the community, and it's just Captain Japan at the same time. So it's like his alter ego.
That's his name, Captain Japan.
Yeah. Yes,
yep.
yeah.
So YouTube, there you go. Thank you, man. That's cool as hell.
That's very cool. All right, and now Ryan and Mr. Fingers, don't you guys go way back?
No. What was it? Battlefield 2, I believe it was. I played Bad Company and Battlefield 2.
Yeah, I think it was Bad Company because I didn't play Battlefield 2.
Yeah, it was Bad Company is when I started. I played a little bit of Battlefield 2, and then I had a little bit of a hiatus from playing video games for a while. That was when I was injured, my last tour in Iraq, and then. I was injured and going through rehab, so I was in and out of, you'd think I'd have a lot of time to play video games, but really it just didn't feel up to it, and I basically fell out of touch. Then I decided to create my own clan when I came back versus rejoining, just because it was, there was so much going on with DOWG, and I felt like I'd been so behind the curve now, I didn't know who was who and what was what, so I started my own after that.
Yeah, former lead colonoscopy member.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can't forget that. Or is it lead colonoscopy?
Yeah, lead colonoscopy.
Lead, there you go. That makes more sense.
Stick the gun right up there and just pull the trigger.
I got you.
Ow.
I figured Josh would start oohing and ahhing about that one.
I'm sitting back here just cringing. I know exactly what you're talking about, and not really too much of funny things can be said about that because, it's not enjoyable.
No, not at all. That was kind of the idea.
Okay. Well, so let's learn a little bit about NuttyLamb and Seabeerock.
You're going to say it again. What? Just to prove that we're not insane.
Always following Mary into school.
Seabeerock, why don't you go first? Tell us a little about what you do and how long you've been with the clan and all the good things you do. I've seen some of your videos and the ones that you've publicly posted on YouTube, that is. And,
yes. Mm-hmm. Sure, why not? I joined in a couple months after the clan was founded, I want to say. So I don't know how far back that was, 2010, August, September, something like that. And I was overly enthusiastic, and so that kind of led to one thing led to another, and I think there's some embarrassing ukulele video posted on the site that you can probably dig up somewhere in there of the Dogs of War theme song. And then one thing led to another. I think HD actually called me a video whore, and so I just kind of embraced the title, yeah. And then we had people like Nutty join, and we just kind of encouraged people to record videos, and it's nice getting all the messages too, because you have a lot of people now who get HD PVRs and stuff, and everyone wants to get on it. But I think I would definitely have to say Nutty's done like a really big job towards that, just being this wonderfully spoken Let's Play British girl. Yeah, exactly. So right now you can find her like Skyrim video I just put on the homepage. So if any allies or anyone are on there, go check that out. It's pretty funny. Then other than that, me personally, I do the social media as well, so Facebook and stuff like that. So that's my thing. So I'll let Nutty kind of say.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I joined like a year ago in October, so it's like a year and a bunch of months that I can't count. And yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as CB's. I was totally over enthusiastic, just wanting to do everything and anything that anyone would let me do, and kind of ranked up on the site, just got involved with everything that was going on. And then the following Christmas, having seen CB's doing videos, I was like, I want in on that. So I got my first touch card. So, not quite like that, but sort of. But
do you play guitar too, Nutty?
I don't play guitar, but CB's is rivaling me with the looks, with the wig and everything. I think that's enough video that everyone should see.
What did I do that for?
That was because you got karma. You were karma whoring, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that happened. I've just been making videos ever since. I haven't been as active on DOWG recently because just stuff's been in the way, but it's something I'm aiming to get more time on and spend more time with the people, have more fun.
You mean like going outside?
The sun burns.
I know it does. Birds and squirrels. I should just point that out.
That is true. So. Oh, recently, CB's was in the UK for a while, so we got to hang out, and that was good fun.
Yeah.
Wow, it sounds like somebody's hiding something. That was fun.
There's a bit of sadness because I didn't actually say goodbye to CB's before he left, and
so he
there was a bit of guilt on my part.
Yeah,
I could plan with that. Jesus.
He was like, "Screw this. UK is for the people like her. I'm leaving."
Well, I do have a question for you. Since you are across the pond, we do have a good majority of our guys. Not a good majority, but we have several European players. From this person in your position, just to kind of enlighten people, how often, is it a time crunch to game with people over in the States, or does DOWG have a good contingent of European players? What have you seen just being, like I said, a person across the Atlantic? How often do you actually get to game with, like, say, the majority of your clan?
Yeah, well, for me, being kind of unemployed, it lends itself to gaming at all hours of the night. So for me, I don't really see much of an issue with it. But I do find myself playing a lot more with the UK and European guys. And it's always a novelty to get to spend time with the US members. So
she's not the only. You're not the only one that plays with the UK and British guys, Josh.
You're supposed to tell anybody.
Shut up.
Quiet. But like you said, just in terms of it, who? Just be honest here. Who's the better gamers, UK or US?
Ooh, that's kind of tricky.
Remember, we do have the power to edit.
So if I say both, like if I say the UK guys or the US guys, you can switch whichever one you want in there for.
Just depends on your
final edit.
Yeah. No, it's kind of putting you between a rock and a hard spot.
To be honest,
and then I'm going to add who has the biggest junk.
I'll just say.
Did I mention we're dirty old bastards for a reason?
Yeah, I got that. I would say not even UK players, but European players. A lot of the European members I've played with have been amazing.
Nice.
For example, Doc. You guys, Sam will know Doc. He's one of the better players I've experienced, and he's Well, he's in the UK at the moment, but he's from Poland, so...
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
Poland
know.
and Russia.
Yeah, but
I
then
think
you
he was
got
born in
some
Russia
amazing...
and Poland.
Born in Russia. He's half Russian, Polish,
I would
all
have
the
to
things.
say Australia, because you got like BS Poly and all of them from there.
Oh,
so
that's true.
Australia, this is your shout out. This is your time.
Yeah, but that's because they got lag. They screw you over on the lag.
I was asking is because I'm the same way. Is my U.S. conglomerates are going to kill me for saying this, but a couple of us, and I'm sure some of you guys all know the name. A guy I usually game with, his name's Nightmare, and he's a grinder extraordinaire, but he's ranked like 67th in the world or something right now, and he's a UK guy. You know, he can speak very little English, but every time I join up with a server on him over just like an Atlantic server, foreign server, he just is mauling people down. And I have never seen anything quite like that. You know, so I just wanted to get kind of the opinion from you.
Yeah.
Obviously, being across that way.
I'd also say there's a difference between the platforms because a lot of the PS3 guys seem to have. I'm not saying it's easier, but for some reason they have higher scores and always just seem to nail it down. So.
Okay.
Although I did get to see Natty play PlayStation at Eurogamer, and all you heard was
screaming at the controller because
I personally think we need to make a kiddie pool server for players like me. I'm just saying.
Just to let everybody know, Ryan is coming back to Battlefield.
Blasphemy! Don't even say that.
What? That you're a level 2 colonel? I mean, what?
You'll like hold hands and go around the map and look at all the little spots and be like, you can shoot from this corner.
I generally just get on and spin around in circles and hold the trigger down. I mean,
to his defense, he is getting better flying every flying vehicle in the game, so he is putting in the work right now.
Yeah.
But he is a Call of Duty fanatic, so that's the reason. He's coming
I'm
over.
weaving in and out of the poles. Josh just sits on top of him and spins.
Yep, that's it.
It's a talent.
I'm a permanent teabagger.
Nah, he was showing me how to fly the other day because I can fly the helos fairly well. Get me in a plane and I can fly it too. I just can't hit anything. Like, well, except for the sides of buildings and telephone poles and things that you're not supposed to.
I was joking around with him that same day because we hopped out. We got blown the hell out of the sky flying a chopper. He spawns into a flanker and he's doing strafe runs on one guy. And he's like in the background. I can't hit shit. Doing a strafe run on one guy running around. I mean, it's pretty tough. So I mean,
I got hit markers. Damn it! I just couldn't kill him.
Hey! In my book, hit markers a success. So I'm on your side.
Well, I hadn't leveled up any of the abilities to shoot on the ground or to lock onto things with the jet. So all I had was a stupid cannon. So fuck it.
Crash into
Get better, buddy.
It's all right.
We're there for you.
Neener's going to show you how to do it, so it'll be good.
Good. Somebody needs to.
All right, well, let's get on to we got a couple more questions for you. And Josh, you want to hit those?
Yeah, this is obviously, let me ask, it's any one of you guys, HD, NuttyLamb, or CB, what do your members ask for improvements in your organization? You know, what kind of questions do you get from your community on how to improve DOWG, or stuff like that? I mean, is there any sort of common theme with those?
I think our biggest challenge is usually around having like sustained and like very effective operations.
Okay.
It's hard to get the right people together at the right time to pull that off, and we've been able to do it many times, and they've been really good across all platforms. But excuse me, but it's really hard to get everybody available, get everybody on at the same time, coordinated, and you got the game working against you half the time, and people's lives, of course, interfere with that. But I think that would be the biggest thing we can look at to improve is just how we can better those events. And I think a lot of it's to do with just having the right amount of people at that point in time playing that particular game. So that ebbs and flows, right? That's all over the place. And as being in a clan and leading a clan, I found that's one of the biggest challenges is just trying to figure out who's playing what when, and what games to focus on.
Sure. Well, I've got an amplifying question to that. I think it's my opinion based on what I've seen, as a clan leader, that there's kind of like an ebb and a flow of the needs of the clan. You go into stages, where first it's the dry spell, trying to get the membership and get enough people to have activities. Then you have enough people, you just can't get them on at the same time. Then you have enough people online at the same time, but they have different agendas. It's always a constant fight. So I get exactly what you're saying with it being a issue. As far as getting people together, what do you guys do to make that work?
Well, I think one thing we've tried is doing events at different times and different days, right? Because you can't just keep doing it Friday night if half your clan's working Friday night, right? And one person's Friday night is another person's Saturday morning, so. So you got to you got to do it at different times. You got to find like kind of those sweet spots when a lot of people are on and really target those. They're hard to do though, because you may find it for 1 week and next week it's all different. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Nutty,
I've been working with the PC division right now with Duriel, and for that it's a lot of delegation, especially with if you think communities are sort of dispersed on systems, it gets even worse when it comes to PC, because you have the people who have like really low end PCs can only play certain games. Like there's people who just play League of Legends on low settings or something like that. And then you have people who want to play PlanetSide too, and they need the higher computers, and you have Path of Exile, and it's like with PC you're not just looking at the games and the individual's agenda, but you're looking at what they can actually play. And then what forms of communication are they going to use? Are they going to use Skype, TeamSpeak, or a Mumble?
Oh, yeah. So that's another one.
So PC, I think, is the biggest challenge right now, probably for us as well. And it's growing slowly. And HD keeps telling me we get more League players. And the thing about getting these League players too is they usually are younger people, and dealing with some of their messages is always fun. So,
English.
Yeah, I know there's exceptions to the rule of that there are some 30-year-olds that are just as immature as a 12-year-old. Look at Josh. There's some 12-year-olds that are as mature as say age. Well, no, that's not a good example. But anyways, you get the point. But I think that our setting our 18 plus no kids limit has actually very, very well done very well to benefit us and keep things at a level where even if it's not always mature, more people know when to stop than you would have a clan of younger kids.
Yeah.
You'd think.
It actually has been. I mean, it does. Obviously, there's like I said, always exceptions, but as a whole, I think we're a lot more often we have things, although there are always situations that go other ways.
Yes. I think because some of my experience with the under-18s members, like I wasn't totally convinced when we were going with the underdogs, but over time I grew to understand it. But whereas some of the over-18 members, like as you say, will take it too far at times, and that happens for me personally more with the over-18s, because with the younger ones, the minute one of us older guys is like, hey, you need to stop, like they immediately just stop, like out of fear. So I think it can benefit sometimes having some of the younger members.
Wow, I think you have like better younger members than I've ever seen, because usually we have the opposite case with the younger kids.
I think we've had a lot of good luck
They
with
like
them.
to think they're big dogs.
That's a shout out to you, Poop Monkey, for having the most immature name, yet living up to maturity. So we love you.
Monkey is brilliant. And I know you guys don't play with him, but Dougie on the Xbox side, he's been an absolute rock of the underdogs, in my opinion.
So, I mean, positive or negative? I mean, are there more? I mean, I'm not trying to rock the boat, Ryan, or anything, but just curious, because we are a mature clan, and I say that with air quotes as always. But the positive, or the pros versus the cons.
Minus 10 or 12 people.
Yeah. Is it worth having kids or younger players?
It depends if your wife says it's okay or not.
Or she just stops taking the pill.
Or your local municipality.
Or court orders, yes.
All right. I think they're going to record a Catch the Predator, episode off of this.
He's already on here.
All of a sudden, you're going to see what's his name, the host from that show, popping on here.
Chris Hansen?
In my closet.
I blocked him. Don't worry, Ryan.
Well, that's not for my benefit. I was thinking about Josh, you know.
Well, no, the Inimical. What do you think? What do you like Josh said, not to rattle anything, but what about the younger generation?
I think that there are some kids that it would merit to have in, and it's always a good thing to have a good variety because you have, it does mix things up a lot. But I think there's a bigger benefit for us in our case in the way that we operate, and especially with the fact that we live up to the name Dirty Old Bastards. I wouldn't want any mothers getting on the PSN or the Xbox Live and yelling at me through the microphone, which has happened before because of the things being said.
Just the name is a lawsuit waiting to happen. So. Where are you with?
I'm with the Dirty Old Bastards.
What are you doing?
Playing with their new Christmas toy.
Christmas toy?
Don't worry, they polished it. They said something.
I'm glad Seabee's got one of his voices on.
I shit you not. I had a mother screaming at me one day because one of our members, said something to her son, not very politely. And she got on there, "You don't talk to my son like that." And then he went off on the mother and cussed her out. And so I had to jump in on that one, and then I got screamed at. So.
Oh, Mom, he must be an orchestra, too. He said he can play a rusty trombone.
What?
Wow.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop. Yeah, it really depends, though, with kids. I would say there's definitely an age spot, a sweet spot that doesn't help what I just said earlier. But,
yeah. A lot of young kids.
But I think it's sometimes, like with us, you have more problems with the mature people because they think because they're an adult, they know what's going on. Whereas, like Nutty was saying, a little kid is so used to being lectured by people. They really want to aspire and sort of learn from you, the good ones at least. So,
yeah, CB has a good point. I mean, we've had far more issues with, quote unquote adults than with kids. I mean, kids, their issues are just, they're mature and they yell and scream, but that's, for any parent out there, it's kind of the easier thing to, well, not that's easy, but that's the easier thing to take care of. When the adults act like a-holes and do a lot of inappropriate stuff, it's a lot worse and a lot more headache, a lot more involved to take care of.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head.
You know what the one happy medium for that would be is like if you could cut out the 14 to 18 or 14 to 17 range maybe and have the real young ones and the older guys. There's a range there of age, I think, that, especially around the 16, 17 range where they're just, at a point where it's really difficult to get anything through to them or, get anything out of them other than, especially in this day and age with the way a lot of parents, I think, raise their kids, that it's absentee parenting, and you get a lot of kids that have no social skills, more so now than I used to see. And you get the kids that are like, inward this, inward that, bitch, please, things like that. It's like,
they just regurgitate internet memes.
One of the current trends is kids who get their hands on like a Dazzle or some video recorder, and all they want to do is spam their video, and they won't even be in context. It'll just be like, "Hey, I think I
know who you're talking about."
Or trolling, or the ones like you get into a hardcore game on Black Ops, and then they'll sit there and shoot their own teammates and just start talking shit just to irritate people and to cause a mess.
Hey, I do that anyways right now. I do. It's fun. I like to corrupt the lobby every once in a while on Call of Duty, but no, I hear it, man. Thank you for the answer. I have one more quick one for you, HD. Kind of just again regarding your clan. I mean, with Ryan and the Dirty Old Bastards kind of being newer to the genre and everything. Obviously you're quite a bit larger than ours, but you've been around for a little bit longer. Is there a certain limit to the size that you want to reach in terms of members, or is it kind of, is there that sweet spot again that we were kind of joking about earlier into what the amount of players you actually want to get? I mean, have you kind of set in your head maybe 2,000 or maybe even just as big as it can get?
Yeah, I never had a limit so much in my mind. I just thought we would be at a good point where if, for the most popular games out there, whether it's Battlefield, Call of Duty, or even Minecraft for PC, anything, where you could, log on and get a full squad, team, whatever, of players in your clan with you, to me that would be, really cool. And we were able to do that for, a few games at different points in time. Bad Company 2, definitely. Battlefield, definitely. Call of Duty at points, definitely. But it's hard to sustain, again, with the games, coming and going. But, to me, like, whatever volume of people could allow you to, get on any time of day, whether it's with, people in your country or not, just play. That's kind of where, I would like to see where it's at. We're not quite there yet, so if we got a little bigger, and not bigger just by foreign members, but like, more activity online.
Definitely.
I could see us getting bigger, and I think we have a, leadership structure to be able to handle that. We could go bigger. Why not?
I have one question. Oh, sorry. I have one question remaining for you, and I know Ryan has one. Just on a personal note, and this is it's not even a bet between him and I, but I'm the Battlefield fanatic. Ryan is the Call of Duty guy. And we have gone back and forth a few times on that subject. From one clan leader to another, what is your personal choice of games? Please take
I already know the answer to that one because I see plays.
Well, I told you I like mag, so I can't. Call of Duty's not the answer. So no, for me, it's got to have a little bit more strategy involved, and I can't. I'm 38 now, right? I can't. I don't have the twitch reflexes like the average 12-year-old does. So I can't compete with Call of Duty. But
is that what's happening to me? I'm 31 going on 32. My goodness.
Oh yeah. Wait till you get to like 35, then forget it.
Oh God.
No, so it's really like anything where there's more strategy involved, and where flanking means something, because if I can shoot you from the side, you can't see me. I can pretty much get you every time.
Okay. Well, that makes complete sense. Cool. Thank you.
And I'll just give my 2 seconds. I'm really pushing Dust 514 on PS3 for all you PS3ers out there. This is going to be the game. If you like strategy, if you like Battlefield, this is it. That's all.
I played it at Eurogamer, and I had so much fun, but I don't have a PS3, so.
I know. I wish more people could play it, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. So
if they ever ported it to PC, I would totally be on it. But
it'd be awesome.
I tried to push it, but we just didn't have the interest for it. I got on the other day looking for you guys, and I just haven't met up with your times. I've been on and played it over the last 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, I'm on I'd say 9 to 10 p.m. till midnight, pretty much every night.
All right, Josh. I think I see a potential in-game review. You and I, Dust 514, recording. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll have to go pick up a copy, but it shouldn't be an issue. We can do it.
So it's a downloadable.
You can just download it, man. It's perfect.
It's free.
Yeah, it's free.
I can see how this one's going to go already. We're going to have the gay German accent going on. These two running around. Probably
find it at the store
with the video camera pointed at their chests and screaming bloody murder.
How do I fire the assault weapon? Do I shoot it this way?
Why is his trigger in his pants? I don't understand.
It makes me all moist in my cheek area. Yeah.
Ryan will be our first listener, Josh.
He'll be the only one. No.
All right. Ryan, or TheInimical. You have one.
Yeah, I got just one more thing. I think one of the things that we're doing that we just started doing is I closed recruiting to invite only for a while, not permanently, but in order to focus on some internal things in the clan, I think that we've run into where I founded the clan, like you said, because you can get the most out of it with other players, and you don't want to go in there into a random lobby and just play with some random people that have no communication, they don't talk to each other, things like that. And we're having a little bit of an epidemic with that, where people they have mics, it's required to join our clan, but they don't use them. And, we play a game, and if no communication is going on, it's really hard to play against a team that does use communication, or even one that doesn't, that just knows how to play the game if you're not using communication. And, I didn't know if you guys have ever experienced that at one point in your development or not. I'm just kind of curious to hear what you've been through in regards to that.
I think people are sick of me using the microphone when I play games. So
people want more Nutty.
Yeah.
But no, I think we've been pretty good. People that join up, they want to join normally to play with others and communicate. So for the most part, I'd say, if you log on with somebody 90%, 95% of the time they have a mic. Some guys, for whatever reason, don't play a lot with mics. I just kind of don't play with them.
Wait a minute. Who's Mike?
Like middle. I sometimes, if I'm watching the kids and they're screaming, I'm going to go off mic. I don't want anybody hearing that. But I'll say, look, you definitely prefer this option and listening to me right now. But I think for the most part they've been pretty good.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think on our side we're just gonna, we're having to work internally and do some training and just get everyone to understand that, communication is a must to play and to be effective. Because, the problem, it wouldn't be an issue if everyone was okay with it, but then you get the people that are upset that we lose so badly in against other clans.
No.
And then and then when you implement or suggest that it might be better to communicate and to do things, they're just like, oh, well, screw that, which makes no sense whatsoever. If you're going to complain or see an issue, resolve it.
I think it's a subtle thing. I mean, there's people, if you have a mic, that doesn't mean you can communicate. People just yap on there and scream, and but if you're playing a game, it's it's about being part of a team. You got to, in between your rants and jokes, you got to say, hey, by the way, there's 2 guys over here by A, please help me. I think the games don't really help in a lot of aspects there, like Battlefield 3. There's really nothing that in the game that gets you to to assist with that. Like, at least in I'm going back to my old days, like with Mag, you could call out, here, let's go to this objective, and you had a couple orders you could bark, But I wish the games could just, I think just with a couple of little features could make that, even more better.
Yeah, there is some of that, but it's really minimal. And only squad leaders can do that, which is kind of frustrating.
So, Dog, Hot Dog Fingers, Seabeerock, and NuttyLamb, thank you so much for joining us. Really enjoyed it. Got a nice insight into your clan and a very successful clan that is. And thanks for being an ally, and we look forward to playing with your... I'm not going to play with you.
Be careful there, Adrian.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you guys too. I think it's been really good so far. I know the event we had was really good. We had a good turnout. I think we can have, a ton more with even better turnout. So yeah, I think we're really looking forward to growing this and seeing what we could do.
I do have one thing I want to give a shout out to the DOB members. Now, if you haven't gamed with these 2 dog members, shoot them a friend request. They're probably full up, but maybe not. If you see either one of Voz 1 or Denied Xavier, 5 bucks per dog tag.
Run like the wind.
Yeah.
No. Stay there and take their dog tags.
They're
as
good
often as you can.
Crap on the ground.
Just get RPGs and just shoot him at Denied.
It's Denied.
The most irritating way possible.
Ignore the objective. He loves it.
Yeah. Just take their tags and then teabag them.
Shoot him off.
The entire
Shoot
round.
him off in space.
Well, I think I'll be one of the first to suggest this. The Inimical and Josh would be let's get some bi-weekly or bi-monthly matches going on here. Just put it on the event calendar. We locked down a server and let's get going. That was a lot of fun. It hurt a lot, but it was a lot of fun.
Oh, it's because
I would have thought you 2 would have been used to the girth by now.
Oh no.
Not 24 of them. No, that was a little much.
No, for that event we did. Dog showed up. Unfortunately, DOB didn't. We rocked a bunch of recruits, which is fine. We know they're in the learning process, but I did throw that idea out to Vaz about having a 12-on-12 best on best, and I think him and either Mood or Hasted or whatnot, they're kind of working out the kinks on that event. So, no, I mean, that's going to come. It's going to be kind of like the best, again, best on the best. But we do game with them quite often. I mean, the last game I played today, Vaz denied Wheeze and a couple other dog members were we were all rolling in the same team and everything. So, they're online all the time. Friend them up. They're good pilots. They're shit ground forces. Haha. But but no, they're good guys, and they can swing a match in your favor. So, good guys.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And I think the sort of benefit of that too is that I know Vaz and them especially want both sides to improve too. So the goal is not just to have like one side over the power of the other, but rather both clans to improve each other. So there's more of a I guess you could say level environment where you can enjoy it more than going in with a bunch of Smurfs who don't have a clue what they're doing. So it's nice to have that alliance there because you have people on your level you get to play against and not have to worry. So
I don't know if you've been looking at my stats, but I don't know about being on level.
He's getting there.
Well, let's cover our last segment here, and that would be getting on gaming news for this week, Valentine's week. And that would be the release on February 12th. That's in the past now. Colonial Marines.
Sucks!
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I was extremely disappointed.
Well, hold on a second here.
The beta was better.
Well, hold on now. It places you on planet LV-426, which is where Ryan's from, where you're trying to kill some bugs. Just like in the movies, these bugs are everywhere. In the air ducts, crawlways, and their mission is to seriously F you up. Looks great, graphics and interface, but can't wait to see Ryan's interview and review. What's wrong with it, guys?
I'm just telling you, it sucked, man. It was horrible.
I'm not sure they've ever made
I didn't get to play. I didn't play the multiplayer, but that's because I didn't want to spend the $29 on the pass based on how terrible the campaign was. Just the feel of the game. It wasn't the storyline or anything like that. It was just the feel of the game was real crappy.
Wow. What were you going to say, Seabeerock?
What's that?
I was just saying that none of those Alien games have been good. So Alien vs. Predator was just crap. So.
Yeah.
Though Crisis 3 is pretty legit, so I'd check that out. So.
Yeah, but I got to wear a diaper when I play it.
See, I'm on the fence about Crisis 3 because, I mean, I have yet to play it myself, but I'm kind of one of those really dorky dudes that follows a certain amount of kind of respectable game reviewers online, and I've gotten just a gigantic mixed bag about it. I mean, for me, I'm not a Call of Duty fan, and from some of the reviews, that's what they've kind of stacked it up to. And kind of that
Hunter mode is... You can't, like, there's nothing in gaming right now like Hunter mode. Like, other games have the zombie stuff, and I suck at Crisis, so this isn't even I own at it, so it's awesome. But the whole going invisible like a Predator, it's doing what Alien versus Predator and that sort of thing should have done in the past and done it well. So it's more of a strategy based multiplayer that they have going for it. So
unless you're the prey, which I saw, you just kind of run around and go find a hole somewhere to hide until they hit you with a crossbow. My God.
Well,
then fill your diaper.
I don't think I would even compare it against any other game that's out there. It feels like a 1980s remake on a CD-ROM. That's all.
Okay. All right.
In fact, speaking of which, anybody that wants my copy, you can have it free. Let me know. Give me your shipping address. You can have it.
Give it away at the next raffle. All right. Well, that does conclude our 16th episode of DOWG's WTF Cast. Again, I'd like to thank Hot Dog Fingers. Mr. Fingers.
Thank you. It was fun.
NuttyLamb, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
And Seabeerock, thank you.
Towel says, don't forget to bring a towel.
Absolutely. TheInimical, thanks for co-hosting here.
Yep.
Coco hosting.
Coco.
Oh,
Coco
Coco.
Puffs.
Best time. I like Vanilla Bean hosting personally.
And my as always, my counterpart, my heterosexual mate, Josh. Thanks for joining.
Of course, always a pleasure. Always have a great time with these.
Yeah. So DOB, stay active. use your mics, and for the love of God, stay
Fluff your NCOs.
And fluff your NCOs. Thank you, everybody. Take care. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
What the hell that was about?
Well, he usually is crying in the corner.
Well, before he went crying in the corner, you had him alone in a room, so you'll be the one to have to tell us.
I was standing over him telling him, make my fucking dinner.
It may have been the ball gag. It may have been too much. So, yes.
Just between us.
Yes, I did. I sent one to you.
Okay. Is that the one we're using?
That's the one. Except it's going to be Valentine's week, not Valentine's Day.
Yes, that's me.
Brian, she's a girl.